Alright guys, so you've already seen the videos hopefully of the conversion that I made so that you could use the Losi transmission on your Barrage. I just posted a video of my son driving it, and it was doing, wheelies and doing donuts and all that stuff, so you know that it works. It's had a 180 motor and everything fit and everything worked. I did use another ESC just to be safe, because I don't know if the Barrage is going to be able to handle that bigger motor. Some of you guys might have already done it, and you'll be able to let me know, because I really don't want to burn that ESC trying it. But anyways, I went on to designing something different, because I realized that a lot of you guys are not going to have a Losi transmission to be able to use that transfer for your Barrage. So what I did is I simplified the gearing on the stock transmission, and I adapted it so that you could use a 130 or a 180 motor on it. Not only that, you're also going to have to be able to change, pinion, so you can make it even faster. So that'll move in and out. It doesn't have the holes for the motor because it's a prototype. But anyway, that's where that's at. So you can use a 130 or a 180, and not only that, it's gonna be the same footprint as the original. And on top of that, because like I said, not a lot of people have the Losi transmission, I'm planning on possibly, if I could fit them, to put the bolt pattern for the base plate for the Barrage on this side, and maybe the Losi on the other side. And that way this will be like a dual vehicle transmission, because this transmission is not really bad. It's just geared really fast. And if you use the 130 motors with higher turn count, like this one's 70. This is a great motor, and you can get it with ball bearings from PN Racing, and it's just really good motor. It's only 15 bucks with the ball bearings. But anyways, this goes that away. With the simplification of this transmission, what I did was I eliminated the small gear that goes here. It kind of does the whole idler kind of thing, where it connects the bigger gear, this one that goes here, and the other big one that's on the bottom. So it just connects it and makes it go around the motor. That's how they managed to get the spur gear a little bit lower and the motor on the bottom. But what I did is I eliminated that, and I went ahead and used these together, because you get a bigger contact between the gears by having it this way, instead of having that tiny idler in the middle where it doesn't make much contact with the gears, and it's just at risk of just dripping. So this is going to give you some gears that are going to last a lot longer. Not only that, you're going to have the bigger motor, because this is the biggest I could fit in here, 16 by 28, and as you guys saw, it's just not strong enough for what we want. So you want to do a 130 or a 180. 180, if you can find one, is much better. But I'm not sure if the ESC is going to handle it. So you guys that know more, let me know if it can. But I think it's going to go, work out really good. I mean, it's got the same footprint. Everything's going to fall in place. You'll be able to, swap it to where, by just moving the base plate, so that you can have the motor facing forward and have all the weight in front, or you can do it to come back. The other thing is, you will be able to reuse your cover, your stock cover, to cover that spur gear and pinion. And obviously, you're going to reuse all of your gears, everything. So the only things you really need to get is the motor. I suggest getting a motor pinion, because you're going for a bigger motor. You don't want to be using that tiny little plastic pinion, so get a brass or something. Pretty much, that way you don't have to buy another transmission. You only have to get this plate, and of course the cover. You have the cover for the original one. I'm going to make something like that, but to fit on this. And that way you'll reuse this, you'll reuse the gears, and just put whatever motor you want in there, and it's going to be extremely powerful. Having the bigger motor is going to help you to crawl better, even though you have the same gear ratio. you'll have a motor that you could play with. You know, you could put more turns in it. You can get a 70 turn, or, you know, some people have, you know, like 90 turn, 100 turn. So the higher the turn, the slower the motor. So you'll be able to slow down your crawler. It'll crawl a lot better, and not only that, but having all the extra torque is going to make the motor respond at a lower RPM. So, you know, it'll make it even slower. Whereas the one that it has factory, it doesn't have the power to start up at such a low RPM, you know, to make it crawl really slow. It has to, like, you know, you kind of have to gun it so it goes. So a lot less throttle have to be used to make this go, and it'll just work out better. So let me show you here. If you turn the spur, everything works beautifully. Now, obviously, with the plate, having the bearings in the back and everything, it'll line it up even better. But as you can see, all the gears have a perfect mesh, and everything's just gonna work out. Hopefully, I'll finish this in the next couple days so I can show you guys. Thanks for watching.